Welcome, everyone. This is Will, KMAC Vintage. Sorry for the late start. I was in the middle of testing a board here and some pins, and totally forgot about the time. Anyway, welcome. I decided to do a little stream because I'm already all packed up and ready for my trip tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to stream for the next 2 weeks because I will be traveling. My mother and I are going back to the country that we are originally from, Curacao. Now, Curacao is a small little island off the coast of Venezuela. It is part of the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, and it belongs to actually Holland, Netherlands, which is technically our actually home country. So haven't been there in a couple of years. My mother's getting quite a bit older, has a difficult time walking, and she wanted to go do a trip back home and go see some of her family and friends that are still around and getting older every day and more difficult to travel and visit each other. So, um, nothing like going there to go and visit them and spend some time back in my home country. And I'm also spending my 54th birthday there. My birthday is on Monday, on the 8th of May. Um, so, looking forward to that and spending it with some family that's there in Curacao. So, interesting thing is that this is my third birthday in Curacao in the last 7 years, so that's not too bad, huh? That's pretty good. At least I got to go back there a couple times for them. Anyway, so right now I'm the only one here, and don't even think anyone is watching. I don't see anyone in the chat yet, and so forth. So, what I'm doing is I have a SE30 board down here, one of my reloaded boards. You can see it here, and this one doesn't want to come up. It does nothing. It's not sure why. Maybe some of these sockets is not making a good contact with the chips or so forth. Right now, it doesn't even have the FPU in it. So Frank, hey Frank, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. I'm just here to do a little bit of SE30 work before I get on an airplane and fly out of here tomorrow. So plus, I gotta listen for the door. I ordered pizza. I got pizza coming, so I need to listen for someone at my door and or calling me. So anyway, welcome and thank you for joining in. Right now, not much going on. I'm the only one on stream. I'm hoping some more people will join in. And one bit fever dreams. Welcome. How are you? So I'm hoping some more people will join into the stream and also in the chat, so that it's not only me because um, right now I'm just pinning out this. I'm using the wonderful pin actually layout matrix that is available for the SC30 that helps you determine where everything runs to, all the main chips. Like for example, right now I'm looking at the data line pin actually matrix, um, and with that I can do quite a bit of problem solving here. So I will bit bang you my answer. Um, I don't know what all those. I'm not about to copy that and put it into a binary calculator or something, but anyway, or to figure out what the text is. But anyway, it looks okay. Um, so with this matrix, I'm busy checking all these traces. I don't think anything is wrong with them because this is a brand new reloaded board. I'm leaning more towards something is not soldered right. Okay. Um, I had another one I was working on earlier today. Let me get that one. See, I have this one here that was giving me the same problem. Um, it is compressed, and I'm probably supposed to take it to the from the most actually significant bit order, or do some sort of byte actually reverse within with well, sorry, bit actually reverse within each byte. Oh my god, that's one of the things if you're gonna use one of these boards and you're gonna use the actually PLC ROMs, okay, you have to reverse each bit within a byte, and then you burn that to the ROM chips. Okay, you can't just take a copy of a sim ROM and that, or one that you make somewhere, and dump it on this and expect it to work. It will not work. It's just it's a nightmare. But anyway, um, so this board too was giving me trouble. It would not boot up, or it would, but then depending on where I push and so forth, it might come up. Well, it was giving me a SATMAC chime. So I would push in certain spots and it would boot up, and then let go, it would freeze up. So what it ended up being was, on the backside, you got all these ferrite beads that are here. So I took them off, I cleaned the pads, I cleaned them, and I put them back on, and the damn thing started working without any problem. So I think a ferrite bead was actually loose or was not making good contact or something on it. Um, See, when I order these boards from JLC, um, I use the pick and place and the bomb file for me to assemble the back end, for me to have them do the back end, because this is all the small little surface mount components. So I'm not about to go and put all those on. But the thing that they can't put on are the actually ferrite beads, and there's, I think, 16 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think there's one more somewhere. It's either 15 or 16 of them. So I have to take those off of the old board and put them over, because a ferrite bead, you cannot figure out what the value is or so forth. Now, some people are guessing. I was able to find someone that says, yes, they are this size and so forth. So I did buy a bunch of them. I'm hoping that person is right with their values. And I soldered them back on this. But these are original that I took off of the other board, and they work. I mean, they work. If I look at some of the donor boards that I used, where did I put them? Okay, here's actually two of them, and yes, you see, I already took them all off. I already stripped them all off because I used them in here too. They were taken off. So these are two of the donor boards that were damaged and in bad shape, and I take off and so forth. So anyway, I have a third one somewhere around here. I don't know where that one is right now. But anyway, I'm hoping some more people will join in, because right now it's only me here, and I don't hear pizza. I don't hear the pizza delivery yet, and I closed that window, so I can't check the status of it. Uh, boy, this damn Russia thing getting worse and worse. Russia and China. Anyway, I can't check the status of my pizza, but hopefully they'll call me or something. Lucky troubleshooting. Yes, that one with that. I mean, I tell you, I was sitting here, I was pushing, and like I could push on the actually glue chip that's right here, and sometimes it would come on. So what made me think is that it was one of these ferrite beads right here in this area, which is related to the power, because um, other places they aren't there. So I was thinking it's one that's right here, because this one is the one that comes right off of the power rail coming in, and then from here it goes into the crystal. So I do think it was there, but this one is not doing that. This board is giving me nothing, nothing at all. I mean, well, let's go put this in and see. Trying to see if I hear dominoes knocking on my door. So I have a ROM right here. Okay, why does this not want to go in now? Okay, and I have 4 MB sticks of my RAM. This is my KMac RAM. It's available on my coffee site. I have a modified version coming out that I ordered the boards from JLC, and um, they should be here by the time I get back from my trip. And the new version is actually has a big change, has a big design change, has a big extra benefit to it. Anyway, I know this is not going to boot up. I mean, it's. Let me adjust my camera. Anyway, so if I turn it on, see, I'm not getting nothing. Not completely dead. No chime, no nothing. Oh, well, it'll be nice if I put the CPU in, right? Ah, that scared me. Someone is in the back. Let's see who it is. Oh, Frodo, let's get you in here. Add you. Boom, there you are.
Hey,
Welcome,
Will.
welcome, Frodo. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Hanging in there, trying to see if I can resurrect this.
Ah,
See, now that I got CPU and everything in, but I'm not getting nothing. Nothing is coming out of this one.
one of the ones you just put together?
Well, I put it together a while back, and it was giving me the same trouble, and so I parked it and I went and did some other things. It was just to actually clear my mind and come back. I did get one of them working today.
Oh,
So
good.
I do have that one up and working. So
Awesome.
um, but I just don't know why this one don't want to come up. So fuse there, okay. That one okay. That one okay. Um, what I'm leaning to is that maybe because these chips are older, okay, and when you go put them in sockets, sometimes they don't make a good connection, or the legs are bent, or the legs are a bit corroded, and that and so
Sure.
forth. It can be difficult using them inside sockets sometimes. I mean,
That makes sense.
sometimes you will actually luck out, sometimes you won't.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So, and basically that's what happened with this board here that now works. Was I had everything socketed,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you see, but it wasn't working. So I eventually took each socket back off and just put the chip right back onto the board. So the only thing that remained socketed are these two for the printer and the modem port, and the SE CPU. That's the only thing that stayed socketed. And the actually RTC. Everything else I ended up soldering back onto the board. You see, and then I have this one too. This one that is all socketed, and it's giving me a little bit of trouble too. So anyway, I'll work it out eventually. The SE30
Interesting.
is not so bad to actually do.
1-Bit
Um,
Fever Dreams wants
yeah,
to know
that's
what
what I
the.
just read. That's,
Yeah.
that's what I just read. So far I've only had one that worked right off bat. I mean, I finished it, I plugged it all in, I put everything on, and turned on, and boom, it worked. Um, all the other ones, which is about another 6 or 7 boards,
Mm-hmm.
I've always had to fix something on it, and a lot of times it is just a leg on a chip that's loose or something. When you're soldering directly to the board, a lot of these like this glue and this CP and this actually FPU, that's hell of a lot of legs. I mean,
That
it's
is.
so it can give you some trouble. So a lot of times, what I do is I will hang the board off my desk here, off the bench, and then I'll pull my microscope where then I can get a deeper view and I can tilt the board. And with that, then I can inspect and see how good the legs are and that. So, um, but yeah, that's, I mean, and you know what the funny thing is? The one that worked right off the bat, right out the gate, the first time, was the first board that I ever did.
That's crazy. What are the
So
odds of that?
I know. I mean, first board, first time, and the damn thing worked.
Hmm.
That's what blows me away. So, but yeah, this one here, oh boy. I mean, I went through and I rechecked all the other chips already. All the chips that are directly on the board, I already checked them to make sure nothing was crossed, nothing was missing, nothing was on backwards, and so forth. So,
Hmm.
um,
Interesting.
so I'm. It's one of those things that it's like, okay, where do I go? So basically, what was doing was Malibu. Hi there. How are you? Let me see. I'm just reading content. Beginner's luck. It could be. I mean, it could be beginner's luck from the first time. So, but it worked, and then the other boards after that were minor little things and that. So, but not. This is really the first time that I've had a major issue. Um, but and the thing is too, you're taking a. I mean, when I get a damaged board that is all corroded and so forth, and um, you never really know if there may be another chip on there that's bad. So, and that could be preventing this from coming up. I mean, it could be various different things. It's just one of those. I mean, the thing is that if I had a board that worked before that I know worked, then well, one, I wouldn't be transferring it because it worked. But not something I would go back and look and see, right? So basically, what I want to try to see is if I'm getting any. I'm getting any sort of life anywhere, and really where I should be starting is the sound chip here. These because these help control. So what I'm checking to see if anything is actually holding it low. See, it is going high, so it's not being held in actually low state. Let's see what else is here. Everything broken garage. Hey, Will, are you already? Well, I am packed. I just got a couple of things left to put in there. I ordered some pizza, so that's probably them coming now. So give me a break. Give me a second here, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, that is true. I did not take down my April 2, April 2 stuff from my OBS. Thanks for pointing that out. I completely forgot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to update that. We had a couple discussions a few times about possibly Maker's Market for May, showcasing all the different projects that people in the community have made and built to support retro computing. You know, such as like Blue SCSI or IDE to SDE, SD adapters. You know, for Macs, Apple's other computers. So I need to update for that and try to get some stuff going for that. Thing is just finding time to do all these things. You know, it's difficult to find the time to sit down and actually really record content. It's much easier to just jump on a stream when you have time versus creating actual content. So all the people out there that actually make real content, my hats off to those guys, because it's not easy. It's not easy recording or finding time to record, and then you've got to edit everything and put it all up. So I think it'd be cool to showcase some of that kind of stuff, for me.
All right, I am here. That was my pizza that got delivered. So uh, last night here, and I don't want to cook. So
I don't blame you.
yeah, no, not gonna be doing that tonight. No, I'm all packed. I'm all ready, just about. So I'm looking forward to my little getaway. So I want to open up the schematics for this board too. Um, so don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. That will help me a little bit. It's my last stream before my 2 weeks absence. So, um, but well, it is what it is, right? Nothing wrong with having a little vacation. So I'm gonna check these two sound chips again just to make sure that my reset's correct. Reset. The reset is pin 5. Pin 5. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is high. So that's coming in okay. It's got to be some chip that's just not making contact. I mean, that's all I can think of. That in the sockets, it's not making good contact. And the ones that could be doing that is I've got the swim chip, which is here. I got the video related stuff and the other stuff, which is here. And then I've got the two vias here. Then my SCSI and the Zilog are back here. And the ADB, the ADB too has a reset thing that could be causing some problems. Where are you, ADB? I need to find you to check what pin it is. That's the video circuitry. So, where is everyone else tonight?
I don't know.
People were
I
asking
was
me
wondering
about
that.
people were asking about a stream and all that. So here's one. Come on, people, come on in, enjoy it a little bit. Oh, how was all that printing going, Frodo?
It's gone pretty well. I've been able to print quite a bit of things with this new printer. I like it. I like it. It actually works really well. I did have some initial problems with it as far as printing over Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
It worked fine first, and then after that, I had to copy things to the SD card and take them over to the printer. But then
Mm-hmm.
today, I actually managed to reset it up, and it's working pretty well today. So I don't know. It's a little fickle.
My ADB reset is fine. It's high.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's not the ADB. I mean, I. Let's see. CPU is getting hot. The actually chips that I normally lean to be in the problems at first is the FPU, the glue, and this one over here. This one over here almost always gets damaged because it sits right next to all these 4 capacitors here, and these leak, and then gives this chip some very weak legs and corrosion on their legs. If I was to pop that chip out and show you.
Will, have you ever seen the SIM doublers that Micromac Technologies used to make?
I've seen
These
them.
guys?
I've seen them. I've never really used one or even had one in my possession.
So these are able to put 2 30-pin SIMs into one single socket, like on the Mac 2s.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still gonna.
You don't need them now. But before, this would let you use up old sims, like 1 or 4 meg sims,
Hmm.
to put 8 megs into one socket. Of course, you could make them now. So it's not a big deal, but back then, you had a lot of like smaller size sticks. So you were able to put, like 2 ones into a socket instead of single, 1 meg chips
Yeah,
or 4 or whatever. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't make a lot of sense now because you can make your own larger sims
yeah,
that are cheaper.
yeah. Well, that's where I mean, I make my actually 4 meg sims now.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, I got those boards coming from you at some point once you get them in.
Yeah, well, I just ordered version 2.
Well, I know. I was waiting on you for the lights and all the fancy stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
well, version 2 has been ordered.
awesome.
There, I got actually 100. I got 100 of them coming.
Good. Okay. That's pretty
The
cool.
board has changed from a 2 layer to an actually 4 actually layer, so that's going to help it tremendously with interference and that, and make it a lot better. So basically, what I'm looking at the chip here now, guys, is I mean you can see where I coated all these legs because they were in very bad shape. So they've all been coated a little bit to try to stop some of the corrosion from happening and so forth, and to also help it sit in the socket a bit tighter. Um, So I mean, that's what I'm really trying to do here is to make sure that it sits. I need some flux on it.
Oh, there's Joe in the chat. I'll have to send Joe the link.
Yeah, send it to him. But yeah, it is in the Discord, so he should. But then again, sometimes the
Well,
link is
well,
easier.
sometimes the Discord gets flooded a little bit with notifications, and it takes a while to sift through everything. Because I had mentioned it to Trina and Ryan, they didn't know you had a stream.
Yeah,
And I
well,
was like,
I set it
I
up at the last
posted it a
minute.
while ago.
I think
Yeah, I saw it.
I set it up like at 7 something for it to start at 7:45. So
Yeah.
I have one leg here that I don't like how it's bent. You see,
Yeah, it does look a little different. Yeah.
So I want to try to get. I don't know how my focus is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Joe. Sometimes I notice nothing.
No, but I've got the case of the SE30 blocking my view.
Ah. He's not backstage yet. I'll let you know if he pops in.
Well, someone just popped in. There's Joe.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
That good?
You know it.
It's a Wednesday.
That don't sound that good.
No, it's not.
Third Monday.
Third Monday. Yes, there you go.
Yep.
Oh noes. It's the end of the world. How we all doing?
Not too bad yourself.
Eh,
Yeah. So I've got 4 of my Mac 2s up and running in reset.
Yay!
So I have this literally Mac tower back here.
Tower
of Mac 2s.
Tower.
I finally got in some of my 10 UF 16 volt tantalums.
Yeah.
So for my 2CX, so I was able to pop those on, and then of course powered right up. So it's working well.
Now I need to finish your boards.
Oh yeah. Well, I also have to send you the computer to test them.
The Boxadoodle.
The Boxadoodle. Yeah, and then I have that 2E breakout board as well to send you.
Beep.
I messaged the guy in Ireland that makes them to see if I can get some more. Oh, look at that.
Holder for desktop Blue Scuzzies.
Well,
Fully
that's pretty
enclosed.
handy. That's pretty handy.
Y'all keep on chatting and that. I'm gonna devour some food that is here. So
Oh, I like those. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
flipping them off.
I will actually mute myself, but if anything, I will come back. I'm
Okay.
just,
Louder.
I'm just eating some food because I just had Domino's deliver pizza.
Cool.
Get the door. It's Domino's.
Those are the socket adapters for the Apple III RAM board.
Ah, okay.
You got those in. So
Is
if
your
anybody
motherboard
wants
come
to
in
know
yet?
what the part number is, that's the part number.
That number.
Focus, you stupid freaking camera.
Yeah, but that is the pin. What about the top piece that goes on the board?
This is the top piece that goes on the board.
Oh, okay, that is it.
Pins
Okay.
are just pins. They're just really long pins. Now it won't focus. You stupid freaking camera. Hi.
Oh man.
Anyway, I'm really just
Oh,
hanging
good,
out,
Ryan.
cleaning up the shop work tonight.
That's what I've been trying to do. I keep telling myself I've got to pack up this crap because we're moving soon.
Yes.
Ay,
I keep
ay,
telling
ay.
myself that, and then nothing.
I know, and I keep getting more stuff. Like I had 6 packages today come. Oh, look at that. Service manual. That's not as thick as I thought it'd be, honestly.
Oh no, because this is only like a portion of it. This is
Oh, okay.
this is the troubleshooting guide.
I figured it'd be like 12 binders, 3 ring binders.
The original is like
Oh,
400
crap.
pages. It's like that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Ream. I need this because of this stupid Apple III testing and troubleshooting. That's great.
Hey, do you guys have Five Below by you?
Five Below, yeah,
Yeah, the store.
yes.
There you go.
Well,
$5.
by us meaning like in the state, yes. It's like
I was in
45
there the
minutes
other yesterday, and they had
That's
$5.
awesome.
Yeah, they had a bunch of vintage ones. They had some Dungeons and Dragons ones that I picked up. This one, I forget what the 4th one was. Oh, it was an MTV. It was an old MTV ad shirt
Oh, okay.
for $5. I was like, you can't beat that. That's not bad. It's cheap.
Wasn't that when actually MTV actually played music videos?
I know, right? I don't even know if they're still a thing anymore. Honestly, I didn't know they made CDs still until recently. I figured I haven't seen a CD player in a long time.
Reading all of this, none of this is helpful because I can't boot the machine.
Did your new board come yet? The motherboard?
What new board?
Motherboard.
What motherboard?
The Apple III?
It's an Apple III Plus motherboard.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
The differentiator, the
No,
plus.
it is. It's
It didn't come yet.
Did,
Oh, it
did
did?
you find one?
in the
Yes, he
original
did.
Apple box from 1983.
Yep.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep, that's here.
That's
It
awesome.
doesn't help me diagnose the,
Well, no,
Yes.
but still.
but that's fine. It's good to have it because I can use it.
You're the one that got that one that was on actually eBay then.
Which one on eBay? What? I'm sorry, I'm reading while you're talking. What?
There was
West
one,
saw it
there was
too.
one listed on actually eBay.
Well, the board, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
what I got. Yeah,
That-
it was like
that is the very
$100, $100, $100, $580. Joe won it.
Well, you missed the last one by like $5, but I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the last one was brand new though. It
Well,
wasn't new in the
it
box,
doesn't
was it?
Matter. It works. It doesn't have the memory board, but I have a 5-volt memory board. And hey, I'm designing a replacement memory board, so that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
What was I thinking? I'm trying to find just a plain Apple III. There was one that was on sale for bids for $500,
I saw that.
and I was watching it, and I'm like, I'll come back later. It was the bid was supposed to end this Sunday, and I'll just I just figure I'd come back Sunday. I went back later in the day, and it was gone. The person like changed it from bid to buy it now, set a price, and somebody bought it immediately.
Of course.
They did
I
some
hate
sort
when
of
that happens.
back deal thing. So I'm like, you mother beep, 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 beep. And it was cool too because it was like 35 minutes away from Garth. So I could have had Garth pick it up for me
Yep.
and have him pack it correctly and ship it. So it wouldn't arrive in 100,000 pieces. But that didn't work. So
That's the one I saw. I think it was like $500 what it
Yeah.
sold for.
and there's another one. Maybe that's the one that's that one. There's another one that came available similarly. That was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which I could have met the person halfway or something because that's like
Sure.
it'd be 3 hours for each of us or something.
Or had whatchamacallit pick
Had
it up.
Eric go
Eric.
maybe go pick it
Yep.
up and hang on to it for me. Because
Yeah,
all
but
I need in the short term is the board. I don't need
was
the
it just the Apple III board or the whole
The
thing?
whole thing.
like you're gonna find a board. The only way
No, well, I mean, I bought a board for $70 one time, and then I bought another one
where are you finding them?
eBay,
I have an open search on eBay and I'm getting dick.
and then I had another one that I bought. Let me scroll down to that one. That one I paid $100 for because it came with a tray and everything.
You bought them all, you mean evil jerk.
No, but I bought one back in actually December
Yeah.
that I paid actually $100 for, and then the other one that I paid 70 for. When did I buy that one? That one I bought January. I haven't bought any since. That was it. The only thing I bought for Apple III after that were the two actually memory cards.
Interesting. I'm not sure what this
So
is.
I got one actually memory card for $45 and the other one for actually 40. But the one you need to reseller is called well that is for the memory card. For the board, the board is a guy that lives in North Carolina or South Carolina or something.
Mm-hmm.
Vintage Micros.
Mm.
He seems to have a lot of Apple III stuff all the time. Yeah, because Vintage Micros. If you look at his store, he's the one that's. Let me see if he has any listed now. He's got a 400K floppy drive listed. He's got the Apple III keyboard lamps listed.
Well, the Apple III keyboard lamps are generic. Hi, I'm Debbie Downer.
Someone has an Apple III motherboard for parts repair $250. Buy it now.
That is crazy price.
Yeah. It's got.
I kind of want a whole
Right
Apple III
back.
because I have an Apple III Plus board, and so I can swap this the working Apple III board for my client's board that is being an ass, and then like make an Apple III Plus.
It
I have to do
says
some weird stuff with the keyboard.
now they show a picture. Produces video but needs repaired. It includes memory board.
Where is it? Send me a link.
Canada.
Well,
It's
might as well
eBay,
be
but
on
still.
send me a
No,
link.
they ship it. Hang on. I'll put it in the private chat.
There was an Apple III Plus board that I was going for after too, but that one sold for actually $400.
Yeah, that's the one I was also going for.
Yeah.
I put my maximum bid at $400 in, and I put my maximum bid of $400 in at 30 seconds, and somebody just went bid, and with 2 seconds left, they outbid me and got it.
I swear, some of these people that bid on this stuff work for the NASDAQ or something and have that like super fast, no latency connection.
Yeah, who knows?
Because I know when I put in bids at the last
I
minute,
saw this
just
Apple
hits.
III board before.
Hey,
Here's the thing: is
Hey
I
there,
don't wanna
Trina.
dive
How
into
are you?
What was that, Joe?
Trina, you want to join in?
Who? What? Where?
Come on.
You said you saw that one?
Yeah, I saw that one. I want something that just works. Nova
Gotcha.
Scotia. Geez, you might as well have Ryan pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
This Apple III Plus board has the clock chip in it.
I saw. And
Has
it's
the
got
wood
the
chip?
memory on the top.
No, I'm saying this board. This one's got a clock chip.
Oh, on the one that you just got? Sweet.
Finding them with the clock chip is not.
Ooh, that's what I was looking for. One of the Asante PDS Ethernet cards that has the FPU slot.
I have one of those. Here's my 2C. What am I doing? Apple III. Yeah, search for Apple III. And it's just like nothing. $920. $1,250.
Yeah, it's a little much. Yeah, I didn't realize that you can connect to network shares from the older Mac OS systems if you install Open Transport. You don't need
Yep.
the Midway station essentially.
If it's got Ethernet, correct? Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of mine have Ethernet. Every one of my Macs.
You
has
only
Ethernet.
really need the bridge if you're trying. It's the local talk bridge if you're going
Yeah.
from a serial to an Ethernet.
No, I'm just going straight Ethernet.
I paid $500 for my Apple III.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I paid $0 for 2.
Uh-huh.
Shh.
Uh-huh.
Mine was a trade.
Trades are good. I prefer trades. Bartering, trades, things like that.
I traded.
Joe, I
Huh?
didn't realize that those 2 LCs that you sent me had power supplies at all. I didn't think they did.
One of them's power supply is bad and needs a recap, repair, fix, something or other.
I already ordered them from Console 5.
Well, there you go.
They're on the way. Luke hooked me up. But yeah, so I didn't realize that they actually had power supplies in them.
Yep.
Because I was online looking at power supplies. So it was like $129. You got to be kidding me.
Eh.
So I was like, well, my 3 are all going to share one power supply.
Oh, I guess I'm going to put in a saved search, a new saved search for just Apple 3. Not Apple 3 Plus, because I already have my Apple 3 Plus.
Oh, you know what I found today? I got to pick it up Monday because they're out of town. I found a working SE for $25 cash.
Wow.
Yeah. It's in the it's local.
Saved search.
It was on Craigslist locally.
Cool.
So I contacted them and they're like, "Yeah, we're out of town till Monday. Here's our address, phone number. Let us know when you're on the way."
We'll leave the
25
door
bucks
unlocked.
cash.
Just come get it. No, wait.
Well, that's what he said. He goes, "Text when you pull in the driveway and I'll open the garage door." So I was like, "Okay." So I'm gonna pick that up. I don't need it because I have 2 or 3, but I figured I would grab it for $25, and if somebody else needed it, I have it.
Yes.
For $25, can't beat that.
I spun up a new Linode
Oh, you did?
instance today. Well, my my website is hosted at our office data center, and because we're in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, even on fiber and SLA means dick. It means absolutely nothing.
So you were
our
down?
Data center was down for 4 hours
So why don't you use like Cloudflare or something then?
because I don't want to do that. Also,
Because then it would just
Cloudflare
have
is an absolutely evil company. So yeah, that's another thing. I won't get into that. You can go research that. Anyway, this is the entire diagnostics sheet for Apple III does not boot. The end
That
of it
doesn't
is
seem like a lot.
replace logic board. That's not hopeful.
Big surprise there.
Replace everything.
Well, I've already done that.
Throw it away and
It
buy a
doesn't
new
help
one.
that I replaced this 74 LS 138 here. I replaced that. It has the pink dot to remind me that I replaced it. But that happened.
Mm.
Everybody on the internet, when I posted my complaint on the internet, they're like, "You got counterfeit chips." I'm like, "No, I didn't."
I still don't have audio coming out of that Plus.
And you changed the capacitor?
Yeah. Yeah,
Get-
that one C10.
Yeah, what's weird is you were getting waveforms on the one side but not the other. That's what's
Yeah.
so weird about it.
Get this. Go download that.
Download the service manual.
The Apple III Level 2 Service Reference Manual.
Manual.
That's my suggestion. Only because I'm just now discovering it and like I'm reading it to figure out how to diagnose this piece of poop. I'm almost to this point of taking my good Apple III
Uh-huh.
and taking one chip out and taking a chip out of this and moving it from the bad one to my working one at a time until it stops
to see
working.
what
and then
happens.
I've identified
Yeah.
the problem. After I've swapped them all, it still works. Then I know I simply got bad PCB, and then I need to remove all like 400 freaking sockets on it.
Yeah, that would suck.
Sorry, I'm a little grumpy today.
That's what I don't want to do yet. I don't want to go replace all these sockets.
Joe, are you having a bad day?
Uh,
Little. It's funny. I also get grumpy for my own internal comedic effect. I'm not actually
It stands to reason.
mad. I don't
have
know.
you ordered the actually memory boards yet, or you're still actually designing?
I was waiting for these to come in so I could do some fitment tests
Oh,
before
okay.
I ordered the boards.
That's a good idea.
When I order the boards, I'm probably going to order a blank board without any line traces on it, with just the holes, so we can actually do a full mount test of the frame inside a chassis and everything to make sure.
Sure it fits.
Roger Jones, I did that chip swapping on Apple III's back in the day. Yeah, you and everyone, because they kept happening.
Garbage.
Apple III flowchart.
Yeah, I have, and I got one actually floppy drive too that don't want to boot anything. That's why I want to try a disk.
Oh, let's see.
Go to no boot flowchart. No boot, no reset.
I gotta learn how to retro bright.
That it's not that difficult.
I've got a million things I'd like to retro bright.
I mean, Joe, you can't see it right now because I'm on the wrong camera, but these two are not. These are the two Apple III boards I bought. So, I mean,
Does one of them work?
none of the two I could get to work yet.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to try to fix them.
I was going to say, because if one works, I'll buy it from you so I can send.
No,
you
well,
one.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe I can. I mean, I
And then
don't
I can
need
take my
to.
time
I
to
can
fix
probably send you one of them.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, I basically at this point, I want my client's board back to them so I can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if this is busted and it's on my own time, I can shove it in a corner and get back to it next year. I don't freaking care.
Yeah.
I got too much other stuff, and I got a client waiting on the board. That's why I'm grumpy. Anyway.
I mean, I really don't know what was originally wrong with these boards. I mean,
Well, here's the entire no boot sequence to test.
mhm.
It tells you, check this. What happens? That, go to this. Then check this. What happens? Go to
Yeah.
repeat. Replace part H8.
See, the first thing I need to find out on these two boards is if they're 5 volt or 12 volt. Then I need to populate a memory board and stick it in there.
I
And
need,
I don't have.
I need to find
I
where
don't
the
have all that.
documentation is on that tells you what the difference is, what part. 'Cause it's like one
Here, Nick.
capacitor, and then the what are the things? The like two.
You
of
know
them.
what document that's on? That's the one that you shared, that you had in your video, that talks about how to determine what the memory faults are on the grid.
Oh.
That document talks about it.
This document.
That's the whole book. I think it's on the same page that tells you how to diagnose or how to read that grid for you to figure out which actually memory chip is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. All right, Joe, I'm going to put a link here. Let me put it in the private one.
Okay.
I think that's it right there. That one. This one is not the memory one, but this one talks about the. You see it?
Yep.
Those of you watching, I'm sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm still busy putting some pizza into my mouth. I'm still eating. Then I can get back to this board.
Look at R58, which is located just above location C13, which is C13, R58. There is no R58. So that's probably what it is.
You missing something?
Oh, and this board doesn't have that resistor. What the F? That's interesting.
That is weird.
This is neither this guy's board is neither a 5-volt nor a 12-volt board. On a 12-volt logic board, a 27-ohm quarter-watt resistor will be present. On a 5-volt logic board, R58 will be missing, and a solder bridge will connect the small solder pads on the logic board under R58's mounting position on the board. Great. On this, there's no solder link there.
Maybe that's what you're missing.
No, I don't think so.
Which one did you say? R58?
Yeah, R58. It's right beside C13.
There's my R58.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what mine looks like as well.
That's on actually one of these boards. So if that's missing,
so that's a 5-volt board.
This is a 5-volt.
Missing is 5-volt. Present is 12-volt. Basically.
Okay. So that's 5 volts. This one has. This one doesn't have it either.
Right. So it's also a 5-volt board.
Okay, because if we look, isn't that R58 right there?
Yep. It's got that little solder blob.
Okay, so then both of these are actually 5 volts.
Yep. You could convert it to 12 volts, but why the hell would you do that?
And then my other working board, that one has it, and that came with a 12 volt actually memory card.
Well, there you go. You can convert it to a 5 by removing that resistor, putting the little solder blob across those 2 points, putting a 5-volt board on it, and replacing those encoder ROMs at C11 and C13.
Okay, but it also says that if you got a 5 volts, your C11.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, well,
replace the ROMs.
Yeah, sorry, are the ROMs, and that's what I'm checking to see what I have there. C11.
I should have parts either by Friday or early next week to be able to test the ability to replace those ROMs in those locations at will. At you, haha! Bad jokes.
Yeah, but you see, my actually C11 doesn't say 40, doesn't say 61. I've got a 44 in there. I think this board was originally 12 and someone modified it and C13.
The keyboard encoder chip on the Apple III main logic board is a static sensitive device. Ask me how I know. Stares at like multiple machines with the keyboard encoder going.
Because you built them.
Yeah. I had to.
Okay, 0063. What is that chip there? 63, yeah. So that can use either of the two memory.
All right. So let's run through the diagnostic checklist for the Apple III computer. How about that? Let's do that. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go upstairs and get myself something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right.
And boop.
JCM-1.com. That's where you can buy a lot of good stuff.
That's right. Got a lot of things.
And my site too. My over at my coffee site, you can also get quite a few things now,
Hey, Retro Techie.
and more things to be added real soon.
It's exciting. A lot of things going on.
Okay, let me get one more piece of pizza, and then after that, I'll start back on this board. I think I'm getting pretty full. Switch my camera back around. Retro, hi there. How are you? And Garth. Roger also. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. No, this is a Will's actually last day on the island last night, and I didn't want to cook. I still gotta go wash some dishes though, and I still gotta put the garbage out to the road. Tomorrow's garbage day. Well, they pass here like at actually 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Bench. Whee! Let's turn on the silly scope. Plug this thing into this socket. Wait for the silly scope to spin up. And put this document right here. And get the ROM out of my other Apple III, because the ROM from this one is dead.
All right, Trina, I thought you were coming into the stream, huh?
Trina! Where is the Trina? We need a Trina.
Yes, Trina needs to come, because you know why? Because in the title of this video, it says Retro Roundup.
That reminds me, I have to plan the next show. Oh no!
And you know how Trina wants to take over.
Yeah, she wants to take over everything because she's awesome.
The Retro Roundup talk show.
No. Does pin B8 pin 40? Which is
Pin
this.
2.
Blink low before going high on power up. Yes. So we can mark that as a yes. Our little green marker.
Not coming up.
B8 pin 37 clocking at 2 megahertz. 40, 39, 38, 37. 40, 39, 38, 37. Yes. That is a yes. Switch to 1 megahertz on reset. Which means I need to plug a keyboard into it and hit the reset button.
All right, so since I can't get this.
Being self-reliant. Okay. Single female lawyer. Fighting for her clients. Get it? Remember the joke?
I do.
And 37. 40, 39, 37. 37 is right here. We're going to turn this on. And we do...
I am Lur from Omicron Persei 8.
Reset sets it to back to 1 megahertz. Effectively, yes, I need to change my trigger level down a little bit. 1.7.
I gotta go grab something. I'll be right back.
All right. So basically, what I'm doing is just making sure that these sockets are soldered down good. Hopefully nothing
Oh.
strange in here.
Ryan wants to see the new cat. Hang on, let me go get the kitty.
Oh my God, you got a cat too now?
Well, we have 11 already, but Liam got a brand new kitten.
11. You have 11 cats.
Yeah, we do.
11.
11. Yes. Hang on.
What's wrong with you?
My wife got them. I didn't.
Okay.
I don't mind
guess-
cats, but 11 is a bit too many. But I have none in the house besides the one. We're building an actual building for all the
I
cats
actually like
behind the house.
So they're
Heat and air
all
conditioning.
so they're all actually outdoor cats then.
Well, no. They're all at her parents' house,
Oh,
which is like just over from us. But when we move to the new house, they're all going to the new house. But they're all going into a new building. We're building a house for the cats
Mhm.
that's heat and air conditioned and has an outdoor area. It's like a brick house. That's
It's a brick. How?
build-
it's got
you
like
build
a concrete pad with fenced in, so nothing you can get them.
so
so
you're
they can
building
go in and
you're
out.
building a brick house just for the cats.
Just for the cats. Yep. Just for the cats. Yep. Hang
I
on.
think-
Let me
I
go
think-
grab the
I
yeah,
think you
cat
should be
house.
building.
We're building a
I think
cat
you
house.
should be building an actually brick house for your vintage collection first.
Well, they're going into the basement of the new addition, so I have a 24 by 36 foot space that all this is going into, which isn't enough.
Hey, Frodo?
Yep.
Can you buy me things like space?
I send you things.
But I need space.
You need
Can
to
you
move
give me
closer.
space?
You need to move here. I will get rid of a technician to pay your salary. One of my guys. Hang on, let me go grab the kitty.
I'm going to say that is yes. B8 pins 9 through 25. Do the clock except for 18, 20, and 21. Okay. Nine through 25. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So I hear
Hang on.
I hear a meow.
Hang on.
Not 11.
Okay, this is the newest edition.
kitten. Oh boy, little thing.
Yep. Little baby.
That's my kitty.
Yeah.
I got my little kitty.
Let's say that that's
The
no.
kitty I always wanted. The kitty I always wanted.
Yeah, she sleeps in his room. That's
Mm.
his cat. Sunshine is what he calls
So
her.
we have to go to C.
Because she's orange.
Is
But we've been looking for an orange baby cat for
8,
him
10,
for months
5.
and months and months, and finally we found one. And now he's all excited.
yes.
He actually cried when we had to leave the house the other day because he had to leave his cat.
B8 pin 4.
So those of you that are watching, wondering what I'm looking for, is that I'm just checking to see
B8 pin
how these
6.
contact points are with the chip.
It's telling me the processor is bad, according to the diagnostic tools.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, seeing how I can put a known good processor from this other
Exactly.
Apple III in the machine and it runs, but whatever.
Interesting.
So we're going to replace the processor anyway, because I just happen to have one right here. Not quite the correct processor, but Also, I can put this processor in that other machine and it works. So. Yeah, no. That makes it worse. I can tell by the way the speaker clicks.
Oh, when you power it on?
Yeah. When a known working processor is in the machine, when like generally it's working,
Sure.
the speaker will go tick tick. When something is wrong, it goes tick and doesn't do anything. So we will take the known good processor out of my known good Apple III and move it over here and see what happens. Oh my giddy aunt, go into the damn socket. Of course I bent the pin on the freaking CPU up here. Of course I did.
There we go. Apple Talk.
Oh,
Internet. Oh, so I had my father-in-law come over yesterday and listen to Jared, the little, guy that sings. And apparently he sings about playing his guitar and some other stuff. Because my father-in-law actually moved here from Italy. So he grew up in Italy. So he speaks Italian. And Jared apparently was singing
Jared
about
is
his guitar.
Italian.
I couldn't tell if he was, Hispanic or Italian or what. But yeah, he was listening to it because I had him come in here into my room and listen to it, and I played it. And he's like, well, he's singing about playing his guitar, and he's like going on and on about what he's talking about. And I was like, well, as long as you understand it. I was just trying to figure out what it was.
Yep, that goes tick tick. Screen is still blank. You can't see it, but nothing is happening.
I believe you.
So that's telling me that it's not a CPU problem.
Chooser.
I was pretty sure it wasn't a CPU. Back in my working machine. But seeing how this is also a brand new CPU of the exact same kind, type, and era.
Interesting.
You can hear it go tick tick. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
How did I transfer it before?
11.
So I'm trying all sorts of different things
Well,
with
there's
the board
nothing.
to see what my problem could be. Ay, ay, ay.
13. 14.
Oh, from the CD. I know how I did it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's just telling me bad CPU.
It's like
Let's
whoever
go for
wrote that or made that chart.
Does the RAM map flash on screen? No. A. Which is what I've already done. So the diagnostic flowchart
Mm-hmm.
is incorrect. B6 and F7. Switch to 1 megahertz on reset. Which, kind of doesn't.
Am I getting a clock signal on this thing?
Okay, we're going to hook up the CD drive.
Yes, I got a clock signal. It's bouncing back and forth. High, low, high, low, high, low.
Hello. Oh, wait.
Hola.
Let's
There it is.
assume that it's just this. It's telling me to replace B6 and F7. All right, so B6 is B, which is this CIA chip, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm still
I'm going to
on.
replace the 6522, which I know the 6522 works again because reasons, but we'll go ahead and replace it. 6522 out of my working Apple III.
Joe, not to throw you off, but question for you on this printer. What do you clean that build plate with?
What do I clean the build plate with?
Yeah.
Warm water.
Warm water. Okay.
Just water.
It said wash with detergent. I'm like, detergent? What detergent?
I just put it under warm water in my sink over here, and I
Yep.
just rub it with my hand until it's clean.
Okay. Good enough then.
So B6. Nope. And F7. And underneath this.
I don't want to initialize the disk.
F7, which is that one ROM chip, which is
Okay. That's what I
7.
want right here.
Which is this, which I've already replaced with my known working aftermarket replacement, which will be available on JCM-1 shortly.
Awesome.
It's telling me this is bad. Well, I guess that could just be bad, but let's go over to this working machine and grab the F7 out of this one.
Swim, Chip. Swim, swim, swim. Pin 4. Someone's there. There's Miss Trina. Nope. Starbuck.
Oh, Jason.
Hello.
Hey, Catman.
Good evening.
You missed the kitty.
Oh, I miss a kitty.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
the baby kitten.
Oh,
And his son's
got,
like, no, give Cat back now.
I know. I went up.
Make happen.
He was laying down getting ready for bed, and I went and catnapped it.
Right.
oh, give
So
it a
he
few more
came-
minutes so you can catnap it while it's sleeping. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he came running down. That's his
So
cat.
that didn't fix it.
Oh, well, there'll be next time. I'm sure. I was actually having a cat nap myself.
I knew it wouldn't fix it.
9 is
What
not
am I
there.
looking for?
10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is high. 14.
Why is it not in there?
Oh, so,
Like, replace
Oh,
the
I'm in the
chips.
wrong
Like, why did you
extensions
do all
folder.
that? All the chips are new. All of them.
so Frank's got
Yeah,
himself a
every one
big
of them.
tower over there, I see.
Yeah,
Stack
this is my.
towers.
This is, as Garth said, this is my new standing desk.
Oh, goodness.
No, these are all the ones that I got up and running. New caps and all that good stuff.
Ah,
Now, hang on a second.
Trina not joining. She's going to bed early.
Ah,
Trina.
typical Trina.
I know. She don't want to come in here and show us up.
that's what I want right there. Apple share.
She goes to bed so stinking early. It's crazy. Yeah, I used to wake up at 6. I used to go to work at 6 in the morning and go to bed at like midnight.
Yeah, I was up at 4 this morning.
Of course, me,
Yeah, I'm still up.
I work from home, so I didn't have that 5-minute walk that she has.
18, 19, 20,
Huh.
20,
Let's just run through all these.
Interesting.
18.
Very interesting.
Seventeen.
Excuse me.
Just assume yes. B9, pin 21 high.
Bruce is streaming too.
A, B.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me see what if it says when he started.
I don't know which one of these is B.
70 seconds ago. So yeah, he started streaming.
Oh, jeez.
Hmm.
18, 19, 20. I got nothing on them.
Well, I messed up.
UI 12.
Don't do that. Messing up is not allowed. Joe says no.
I apparently I installed the new OS to the one I had on my external Blue SCSI and not the internal Blue SCSI. Oops.
Where is the chip reference sheet? Jen, use the chip reference sheet.
Well, speaking of cats, cat number 2 gets to go to the vet. One of my second cats gets to go to the vet tomorrow.
And
Another sneezing and sniffling cat.
It's that time of year.
Yep. Well, he hasn't had an appetite. It's the big boy.
Ah.
He's on the bed way over there in the corner.
Control P.
He hasn't
Just
had an appetite
hanging
for
out.
2 days. So
That's not good.
nope, not for when you're
May want
about a
me to
20-pound cat. So he's got to go in, probably get meds.
D9.
Oh, here comes a girl that was
Pin
sick.
21 high.
Sleepy Malibu says Bruce is working on an SE30.
17.
Part 4, yeah, the SC30 battery bomb SC30.
Oh,
Part
that's the
4.
one. Part 4. Okay. Well, yeah, he's been working on that for a while now. He's got more. I would have
Oh.
given up on that board a long time ago.
That reminds me, Will, I have something you might want. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay.
Yes. V9 pin 20 pulsing high.
So I have something to send you, Will.
Okay.
It is a battery bombed Mac Classic board, but
Oh yeah.
there is 0 damage to the the
F5,
good chips.
Nine.
Well,
That
It's all
corner, though.
it's all isolated to just the corner.
E8
okay.
Jason.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
Part 4.
Yeah, this one has no damage at all to the chips that you want.
Well, the only one that could have some damage is that RTC right there. That actually ate that one PLCC right above the battery damage.
Yeah, right here. Well, I see a little bit of corrosion, but not that bad.
Yeah, but even if all the legs on the side there by the battery is actually missing, it doesn't need any of those.
Are you talking about the Motorola one?
that very small little chip right
Oh,
above
the tiny
battery
one.
da-
Yep. I see it.
Yeah, it's an actually PLCC.
Yep.
E8.
It should have 24 pins, I think.
5 on each side, 20.
Okay, 20. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the one.
Chips.
Let me
That
see.
that is
Cleans up here.
that's actually RTC chip. But
LSO8.
even if those legs are missing, it is fine. I don't need them.
It's generic.
Nope, they're still here.
It doesn't use them. It doesn't use
Yeah.
any of them on that side.
That's crazy. Yep. Nope. They actually look pretty good. They just got a little bit of corrosion. That's it.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, it was isolated to pretty much just this corner. So I was like, oh, hey, we'll look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, parts 4 is parts 4.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This one. 1, 2, 3, 4,
What you doing,
5.
little girl?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's
1, 2, 3.
extensive trace damage that ate through next to the Motorola.
Mhm.
But the Motorola wasn't affected whatsoever either,
Yeah.
which is weird. But yeah, I think this one would be okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got this set here for you.
Can I have it? Oh wait.
I was digging through some stuff, and when you said battery bombed, I was like, oh yeah, I saw that. I meant to ask Will if he wanted it.
Yeah, it can definitely come in because I could either transfer it and see if I can rescue it,
Mhm.
or I can use that as a parts.
Well, I
Or-
know with you doing the swaps, it's always good to have extra.
Yeah. Well,
Extra
I've
on
got,
hand.
you see, I've got
Fancy.
this chip here that came from
Yeah.
a classic. This came off of my own classic board that I have. That's good.
I got
because-
one right here that's super clean too.
Yeah, because this one here fried.
Oh wow,
So I need a working one for me to put back on actually my
Oh.
board.
I got one right here for you.
Perfect.
Because like I said, literally just that corner. It didn't hit the Motorola chip at all.
That's
that-
backward.
That VLSI that you were talking about, it's got a little bit of corrosion, but I honestly think that it's salvageable. It looks like it just dripped down onto the corner here. So yeah, I got
you
that.
know what?
I got that
You
for
know
you.
what's nice though? I have the new RTC replacements for those boards.
Oh,
Yeah.
that you made some.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, that clean install I did was on. Well, that's all right. I should be able to swap that over though. Okay, now
I'm not.
should be able to drag this over.
Boy, that's soon gonna break.
Yep. And actually, I'm going to copy that to the.
All right.
Okay, upgrade the Apple share. There we go.
What kitty?
Much better. And I'm going to store that in the tools too on this external. So that's good to have.
I have exhausted all the diagnostic paths for the problems this board is having.
So that document is no good.
I'm not saying the document's no good. It's just not helping me. Particular.
It's no good for what he's doing right now. Now, I gave him some path to follow at least.
And you see, all the solder connections look fine.
Of course, it's not there. Let's see here.
Yeah. So I think what I need to do,
All right, some
Yes.
sockets are coming off.
I need to set up a special bench setup where I have room because I don't have room here to do this. And set my board and this board next to each other and literally replace trips one at a time
One
Yep.
at a time, yep.
until it solves it.
Night, Ryan.
Night, Ryan, if you're going by. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for either because I still got a couple little things to finish.
That's all right.
And
good.
I have to be up like at 6 in the morning. Ugh.
You have to travel, don't you?
Yeah, and I don't get to my destination until 9 p.m. So
Oh, that's a long day.
a socket taken off. That's it. Let's clean this and we'll put the chip back on the board directly.
That's what we're going to do. Go through and mark all of mine with a purple dot so I know which ones are which. And then we just systematically replace all of the chips one by one until the problem fixes itself. It's the only thing I can do.
Well, as much work as it sounds like, it's probably still the easiest and least time.
Yeah, because like I've diagnosed it the classic way, the screw it way, the go to DigiKey and get all chips and replace all chips in board way.
You didn't do the Renaissance way yet.
What, light it on fire?
That's right.
No. I'm
Just
about
dump
to.
a little isopropyl alcohol on it by accident and set it ablaze.
Well, it's not my board, so that's the sucking part.
It's always a pain in the butt when something should work, and then it's just like Will, same thing.
Yeah.
There's no reason the board shouldn't work, but it's some little gremlin in there.
Well, this.
You said Gremlins. It that reminded me of the song.
Yeah, that poor board Bruce is working on, man. I would have given up on that a long time ago. I was like, this is way too many traces to go fix. But yeah, I can understand. It's his board. He wants a challenge.
Wants the
Yeah, that's the same with me and
He
the
wants the content.
board. Like, if this was my board, I would just keep cranking on it a couple hours a day, every single day until it was fixed. But like, I just don't. I don't have time for it. When it's a customer board.
Yeah, for a customer, I mean, time is money.
Yep, you got to eventually move on to the next customer.
You see, so
Marking all my chips with a purple dot, so I know which ones are which.
you know what? I'm gonna try to solder this on the other way, the different way. So instead of making the pillows and putting it on the pad and
Mhm.
using hot air to just melt it and let it sit, I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah, all my chips
Right.
I'm telling you, after you told me to buy the hot air station to do the the cap replacements. Like
Mhm.
that's one of the best things I've ever bought. That is so much easier.
While we're at it, let's do some fitment tests because why the hell not?
So basically what I'm looking for is to align this one leg with the base down there. And once it's good, I'll go ahead and put a dot of solder there. That's holding that now, but you see, I still have a little bit of play with it, so I can still move it around if I need to, for me to line up the rest. But you see, what I'm seeing now here is that this, maybe you can't see it, but this one here is not lining up too well with that.
Huh.
So, and if I move it to line up, then these come out of alignment. So
Something's out of whack.
now my problem is that I need to loosen this up and I need to slide it down a little bit more. You see, now it's better. Now I can tack that side too, and now that will hold.
Tap that side. Tap it.
Now I got two of them holding it. You see, now it's a lot more solid.
Yeah.
You see, so now I'll come to this corner and I'll hit that corner. See, now I've hit more. Now it's pretty much secure and it's in place. So I'm going to put down a little bit more flux because now I'm going to drag it.
So these will work. These will work just fine for our
So
required
someone wants to
process.
see what the dragging is. I just get a little bit of solder here and just go like this.
Right across.
What do you guys use for parts storage for capacitors and stuff?
I just have electrical boxes, like those little compartment boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the old school little drawers that you pull out?
No, I got more like tackle boxes, you can call them.
Oh yeah, like that.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like this, but probably on a smaller scale for what K-Mac is talking about. This is
Yeah.
very deep ones, but this I use this for obviously for magic.
Yeah,
card,
absolutely.
but- I mean that
Yeah,
thing is you go
I've
to
got-
your Home Depot and that's like $25. So
I've got like buttloads of requirements and space and stuff.
You
Yeah.
see, this one has all of my
I see.
sockets in it. I have this one here that's got capacitors.
Yeah.
This,
This would be
one
Then,
is all
Oh,
kinds
I
of
see all your
ROMs,
little boxes.
all different kinds
Yep.
of ROMs. And then this one too is different actually REFAs and capacitors and so forth.
Oh, I like that, Joe. Those are pretty cool.
these
Now, can
are-
you order them like that?
you can. This is called an ammo pack.
Yeah.
So you can order them like that, and they take up way less space than a spool.
Well,
However,
I've got a lot of stuff on spools
yeah.
that I got to figure
Well,
out.
these are
a good
through
way.
hole components. So,
Yeah. It's like
if
the
you
same
get
thing
through hole
with
components and you can only get them in the
axials and
spool, you
stuff.
can get a box like that and put them in the box and takes up less space.
Yeah.
and stuff. So,
yeah,
Well, I'm just trying to figure. So I've got those metal. You've seen like the metal ones I have, those parts bins with the organizers.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
But that's only good for certain things. Like obviously some of the bigger stuff, like these big bags of the axial capacitors and stuff here.
Ugly bags of mostly
Yeah.
water. Oh wait, sorry.
I got tons of stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out. I was talking to Garth earlier, trying to figure out some new ideas for storage for the new space so that it's more organized.
It's like a new
and
space
use
to
the
be much
space
bigger.
efficiently. It is. It's going to be considerably larger. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So it'll be 24 by 36. So I want to have an actual space for, shelving with bins for small components and
Get
Get
things
some
like
nice
that.
big sturdy desks. So I can see that the thing
Well-
behind you's got a little lean to it.
Oh yeah. No, so I was telling Garth last year I bought chemistry lab tables, the big thick slate tables,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want the tables themselves, so I removed all the tops. So I'm going to have custom tables built and then have those put on them. The slate tops, like the big thick chemistry slate tops.
You get some custom legs.
Oh yeah, those are the best because
Yeah.
or frames, or
You
whatever you
don't-
want to call it.
They're not conductive. Those things will
Yep.
take a
you
beating.
can light them on fire and the
Yep,
slate will
literally.
still be there a year later. Yeah,
So I figured those would be great, for bench and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out brainstorming some storage solutions for parts and components and stuff.
Yep.
Problem with
Makes
my
sense.
brainstorming is that it's constant and never ends, and is like
Me
a hurdle.
too. I change my mind a lot, or I like to move things around. So that's going to
Mhm.
be my biggest problem. So when I have
Yep.
the custom benches made, I want heavy duty casters on them. So if I decide to move something, it'll be easy to move the whole, all the tables.
Yeah, you're gonna the rolly tables.
Yeah, I want big
Oh,
casters put on the bottoms of them.
That's kind of what Adam does with the shells. He can just like stack them.
Oh
in front of
yeah,
each other,
yeah.
but he can roll them out of the way and grab what he needs.
hmm
Yep.
Something
So you
like
see, so now
concept.
I've got this board hanging off my table, and with a scope, I can check all these legs that I just finished soldering on. You see, I'm just checking to make sure they're on good.
Mm.
And this was with actually drag soldering instead of heat.
hmm
Mm.
And you see, this one loose.
Yep. You got to
Yeah.
check them.
That one too. That one too. My drag solder on this side did not go good. So
Use more
I
solder.
I have to redo that side.
Needs more cowbell.
You see, this side good.
Really different. So this one is its center to center is what? Approximately 2.48, 2.45. Could we just say 2.4?
I forgot the flux. Come on.
The flux capacitor. It's what makes time travel possible.
2.4. Yeah. So for the Samtech ones, it's 2.4. So we need to take this and move this in exact to where the length is 2.4 exactly. And can we turn the
Well-
grid to the tiniest possible grid?
So I have that whole side there. The other side I need to redo.
Yep. Is that the tiniest possible grid?
All right, so let's go redo that side.
With 4.1. We can look at that.
Ugh, excuse me. Waking
Where-
up from a nap and I haven't fully woken up yet. I had a Middle Eastern food tonight, so we had had a beer and some some shawarma, rice, hummus, all that good stuff, and that stuff
Nice.
just knocked me right out. And then it didn't help that Bob wasn't feeling good, and so when I lay down for a second, real quick, he cuddled up and and made me all warm and sleepy again.
Okay.
Yes, Retro, I'm here. I am supporting on the stream. Come join.
We're on,
Be supportive.
we're on good now. So let's.
Needs to be 2.4 exactly.
I'm kind of like moderating the chat here, a little Retro. That's what I do.
Let's see if this is gonna bring this back to life.
Back to life.
Nope. So it's not the sound chip.
Excuse me.
Oh, there we go. Cool. So that is lined up.
I thought you were working on the Apple III on the board. On the other board. This is your memory thing, right?
Yeah, this is the memory board. As I was saying before, I need to create a bench space, a temporary bench space somewhere here in the house
Yeah.
to work on these two side by side and do a chip by chip swap until the guy's freaking computer works. And then ship it back to him quickly before it decides to fail again.
I hope it doesn't fail by the time it gets there.
Yes. Shut up. Hush. Hush, you.
Did I say that out loud? Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, what chip to move next?
So many, so little time.
Oh, I don't know.
Something is keeping this from coming up.
Oh, speaking of the sick boy, hey, Bob. How you feeling, bud?
Starting point violates DRC. Why?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
the ground on the front? Is that what it is?
More light.
Now apparently I can't do any pins because there's like this wire here thing that's still there. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's exactly. That's fine. It's like, you're not allowed to have this wire here. Like, F you. I'll do what the hell I want. This is going to be
Alright,
back
so-
copper. Yes. We want the ground plane on the back copper. Ooh, itchy. You know, I should probably run the power planes last. Because then I can probably do a fill rule or something like that.
So what I'm checking is basically if these pins are good on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a PLCC socket?
Yeah. And if it's a little bit bent out of shape, it's not going to make contact. That's
Yeah.
the only bad thing about them.
Is that a standard one, or did you cut it so that you could solder it yourself?
A cut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've thought about that a lot of times of how to deal with that, and I just seeing you mess with it just now. I'm like, he probably just cut the center out of it. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh, I just did.
Yep. A center is sitting right there. See?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if they're a little bit out of shape, forget it. It's not going to make contact, and then you're screwed. And you see, this is for this is for the actually glue chip also, which is a big one. The actually bigger PLCC have more of a tendency of bending out of shape. The actually smaller ones are a bit more rigid.
Yeah. Front copper. Front copper. I need a trace. Boop. And boop.
So let's go take off this glue socket. Let's put that directly to the board.
Auto routing. What's that?
Something nice to use when it works.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing that.
I did that for a couple of my boards.
Oh,
But they-
did you use like Easy EDA to do that? Or?
Yeah, but they were small boards. They weren't very fancy.
I'm old. I do it the old way.
For the 4 and 8 megabit ROMs that I got coming, those I had to do by hand.
I learned how to do it before Easy EDA existed, so. You kids got it easy these days. Why is this not how it tells me over here? So, like, will this work better if I rotate it?
I use Easy EDA because I've got teams actually set up with my other friends that are in other parts of the world. So it makes it a bit easier.
That wants to kind of be right here. That kind of wants to be right there. So we can do the thing where we do. Let's see. Where do you go? Move right here. I'm not sure those resistors yeah, those are needed. Those are pull-ups. Yeah. I'm a big kid now.
What commercial was that? Wasn't that Toys R Us or no? Yeah. Name that commercial.
That was Huggies pull-ups from
Or was it
1991.
pull-ups? Yeah, I was just about to say pull-ups.
I think that's the one with that crazy baby in the walker that's running all over the house too. That's the same thing, Huggies, right? Or is it Pampers? You know what I'm talking about. They play that, man, I can't think of the song. Where the baby's in the walker and it's like running all over the house, like really super fast.
Mm. Now this chip, because of the limited space, I'm gonna use hot air to put it back down. I don't have room to come in there and so I'm rebuilding all the pillows on the pads. Okay.
Sorry about that. I had a visitor. The visitor doesn't like being on camera.
All right, let's see how this chip looks.
Alf lives in your house, doesn't it?
What?
Alf lives in your house, doesn't he?
Sure. Yes. Why
Gordon
not?
Gordon Shumway.
Gordon Shumway, yes.
You know the guy that played Willie Tanner on that show, like absolutely hated the show. On their last day of filming, he literally walked off set, didn't say a word to anybody, just left.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it took him, well, he had a lot of problems. But with his personal life and stuff, he had a lot of drugs
Which one was that?
stuff. The guy that played Willie Tanner on Alf, the
Okay,
dad.
like I don't. Who? Which the dad?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Willie. Yeah, he the actor that played Willie, he really didn't like the show. None of them did because it took a lot of extra effort and a lot of time on set working with the puppet.
Yep.
That it made it extremely difficult. But yeah, during his last day of filming, he finished the set and literally just walked off, didn't say anything to anybody, didn't say a word, just left.
Oh well, it happens.
And then years later, he finally came to terms with Alf and how big of a success it was years later. But yeah, during the filming and everything, he absolutely hated the show.
One tres. Two traces.
Here's your little clinking, clunking.
What?
I'm,
Who found some traces?
Organizing cards.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm running traces on this board, therefore it's making noise.
Running traces.
All right. So now I got this big chip to put down.
You know those parts bins they have at like big shops and things like that, like Fastenal and places like that. I wonder how much stuff you have to buy to get the bins for free.
Can you get the bins for free?
I think they do, as long as you buy their crap.
Why did that not do that?
worth making a couple
Drag
phone
this.
calls.
I want you to go right there. Thank you.
Now, I did say I'm going to use hot air for this, but I'm still going to tack it down by hand.
Hmm.
Oh, my soldering iron went to sleep.
Mommy, wow. I'm an old man now. Depends.
So you go from Huggies to actually depends. Why?
Yep.
I think Joe's got to go to the bathroom or something.
From
Already
one
did.
end of the from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Are you saying something, Joe? Oops, dropped the card.
Okay, so you see, I basically did these two catty corner. So now that's somewhat secured right there.
Oh, I need to drag it. G. G should allow me to drag. Yeah. Then it keeps all the routes connected. Look at that.
Oh, so I bought something non-food related the other day,
That didn't work.
or
It should be Malibu
non-computer related.
food. Must have been food related.
It is. Yeah, I bought a commercial food warmer. You know, one of the tall things on wheels that you could put food into.
And
What do
Subi
you do
Malibu
with all
says
these
you
things?
buy 1 metric sheet ton, and they'll throw in the bin, those bins you're talking about for free.
Interesting. No, I want it for holiday meals.
Do you have that many people that come?
Yeah, and I cook a lot. I like to cook. It's one of my more
All right,
relaxing things to
So
do.
now I use the hot air, and basically I'm going to look for these pads to melt, to go from solid to actually liquid state.
So that works. But but it doesn't. Do I have to select all of it?
That's it for this side.
Ooh, nice black.
They've
Alrighty.
changed it the way it works, and it's a pain. Hi, it's a pain in the butt. Hi, I am pain in the ass.
Hi, it's me, pain in the booty. Oh, thing's heavy. It's amazing how much cardboard weighs when you put tons of it together.
Yeah, it weighs tons.
These magic cards, little itty bitty magic cards, weigh nothing. Then you take like 20 decks, have 100 cards each. It gets heavy.
Okay, so that fixes that. So in theory, we can kind of just bring those, line those up. Cool. Look, it's all pretty and things. Probably just. Can I just delete? No, I shouldn't delete. I should drag it. Can you? I want this line. Stupid. This one. I want this one. Thank you. I want this one.
Biggie John. So that's why Joe doesn't have cats.
Why is that?
Because Alf.
Alf. Here, kitty,
Alf
kitty,
eats
kitty.
cats.
Yeah, Alf used to love to snack on the kitty, kitty, kitty.
Mhm.
I'll
Oh
tell
yeah, I
you.
remember that.
Here, Lucky.
Yep. Who's that down there?
My planet,
Hey,
they're a
Betty.
delicacy.
That's right. On my planet, it's rude to eat with your mouth closed. People think you're hiding something.
A cat.
Can I select the entire line? Nope. That would be easy. That would be like the way that Print layout does it.
You still working on your board design from the other day?
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I had the wrong screen on.
Well, I can hear you talking about traces and things, but I didn't know what you were actually working on. Whether it was something new or continuing from the other day. It's crazy what those little, the old school little plastic drawers things cost. For small components and screws and things.
That looks loose.
Like I showed earlier.
Yeah, those things are crazy expensive now.
Oh yeah, they're like $60-$70 for one of those
Yeah.
bin spots. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts what they ask for that stuff now.
Probably 3D printed cheaper.
That's true too.
On your printer, it'll only take 2 months to get it done.
I know, right?
So
Have it done before Christmas.
These are set.
If I start now.
There's a tail on the camera. Do 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 do. What you doing, Betty?
In between the
What I need to do is find a hardware store that's closing and buy all their parts bins.
Yeah. Like, is there more than one there? No.
Now, I'm pretty sure Bed Bath & Beyond is going to have some pretty good fixture sales soon.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, they're going out of business completely.
Yeah.
Completely going under.
No, I want this one. This one, right? What? Why? Why
not?
A
Are you
E
doing
I O
algebra?
U. Sometimes Y. There we go.
Why? Why ask why? Try Bud Dry.
Joe, did you do Hooked on Phonics when you were a kid?
No,
It
it didn't exist when I was a kid.
I
That's what
remember
just said.
having to do. We can read and write before we went to kindergarten. My mom made us do the Hooked on Phonics stuff before we went to kindergarten. And the stupid ass song from that thing was A-E-I-O-U are vowels, and sometimes Y. So that reminded me of that.
No, that was just a song we sang in school when I was a kid.
Well, this is the one with the stupid cassette tape where you put it in and it goes along with the little book.
Why is that doing that? I want to move this. Thank you. Like, connect it to that. Thank you. Yeah, like Sprint layout is 100 times better than this application. So much easier to use.
So why did you switch?
Because this allows me to, I designed this as a schematic first.
Mm-hmm.
It allows me to take it from a schematic to a board. And all I have to do is trace the line. It already connects all the lines for me. See? So I just have
Gotcha.
to follow the net path. So now I don't have to think about the layout.
So it's a trade-off. Some things are
Yeah.
considerably better.
Which one are you using?
This is KiCad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using Easy. Okay.
This should probably be right about there.
You see that one loose. Now I gotta get you back on that pad. These big chips are hard to do after you've got the whole board already populated.
Mm.
Go to the back layer for this one because then we can cross them. So let's do this. We're gonna move to here.
That's interesting.
No.
Hang on, I'm gonna show my screen here. So near me, there is a simulator for sale. One of those ones like you get into the capsule and it moves and all that good stuff to something.
Wow.
$25. Old
What?
simulator, which I need to. Yeah, here. I'm sharing my screen.
And we don't see it though.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
hold on.
was working, so I was.
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah, check this guy out. It's M4 Personal Motion Theater. It's a big capsule.
Oh, it's like that Star Wars ride at Disney.
Yeah. So it looks like the motor part's not there, but the rest of it is, including the vents for the blowers and stuff to put air inside. $25 for the whole thing.
Mm.
You sure about that? That
Yeah,
al-
because they want it moved so they have room. Yeah, it says I need to make room in my storage area. Approximately 2,200 pounds of steel, which can be scrapped out on wheels, but need to move on a trailer. Looking to have it removed ASAP. So yeah,
And what
that's
would
local.
you? And what would you do with something like that?
I
Why
can
is
think
it
of a
not
lot of
let
things. Look at that
photos
thing.
here?
That's pretty
I
cool.
love that. Look at this too. So if I pick this,
Hold on.
it will only highlight the pin that I need to connect to. Like I will not let me connect it anywhere else. It's like, nope, you go right here.
All right. How do I
How
get rid of that?
Oh.
Cool.
I think he's done showing it already.
Yeah, I already shut it off. Yeah. I was like, that is crazy. Very
No,
interesting.
you go this way. Why do you want to go up like that?
Did you guys see the picture on Twitter, on Garth's Twitter, of him with long hair?
No.
Mm-mm.
He actually had hair.
He says, "Yeah, he is.
He has hair now.
It's his This is lockdown hair."
Hey, Eric.
He has plenty of hair.
Yeah. I was like, "Whoa,
Um,
Eric!"
spaced.
Eric's in the chat. Yes.
Eric.
Welcome, Eric.
Hello, Mr. Edge. Cool. So those are connected. George of the jungle, watch out for that tree.
Ah, good old Weird Al.
Ooh,
Oh, you're breaking the lamps, or?
apparently. I whacked it with something.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't happy there for a
We can
bit.
do this
Still not coming up.
that way. That is not that is not what I wanted to do. What? Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that pushed up? I want this one. There we go. So we can do
I mean, this board is not even getting to a memory. Not even getting to any chime or nothing.
Try yelling at it.
Mm.
I mean, it's probably not going to make it work, but it'll make you feel better. I do.
Couldn't hurt.
I have to go like all the way
Hey, Al.
around.
What's up, boy? Here you go, kitty.
All right, we do one more. We do the FPU.
So we need vias. I need to place a via, right?
Go, kitty. Look, don't you know you don't need to attack the people on the screen. That's okay. You leave them alone.
Let me check these connections one more time.
What? What? No. Yes.
What? Uh-oh.
Okay. So I need to do a front copper. Front copper through here, like that. Sure. Cool. And then we can do a rear copper to that pin, which is Q0, this one. No, back copper. Thank you very much. You want to come up through the middle of the pin, kind of like right there. Sure. And then there. Of course, it's like you can't connect there because it's not all part of the net. Well, I'm about to make it part of the net. Like, it literally won't let me do that. Like, it's a via hole.
How rude.
Get into your hole. It's your home.
I have to, pick a net. Oh. Sign. Can I, I should be able to right-click and say, assign to net, and then,
It just does it.
but no, I can't. It's like, nope. It's a fucking via. The via has no net. It's just a part. It should be the net I attach it to. But no, I have to do this and know what net, and then freaking select it. Anyway, what net is this? We're looking at U1Q0. I know what it is. This is U1Q0. And allows me to attach it. There we go. This is U0Q1. Apparently, I'm supposed to know these things or some shit. I don't know. Q0, Q2. I like the stream where Joe complained about software for a long time.
Yeah, those things can be a pain with the nets.
Q3.
Won't let you connect to it.
I like Sprint
And
layout because
And it's even worse when you import from one application to another, and it don't like that.
I'm almost thinking this would have been faster with Sprint layout. I could have just looked at my design and been like, this connects to that, and that connects to this, and this connects to that. The upside with doing this way is I can't miss anything because the little blue lines will tell me.
Auto route it.
KiCad doesn't have auto routing. Don't feel like exporting it. Can I give EasyEDA my project file from KiCad and it'll just import it?
Depending what version. I mean, your best thing is to just import the actually schematic, the actually SCH file.
And it'll just do it. Yeah.
Import that into EasyEDA using the actually Eagle import.
Yeah.
And then once you get it in there, just make sure everything is good, and then you can build the PCB and then actually route it.
Look at you being smart and stuff.
Now that's what I've been using.
Where'd KMac go? We see a gray screen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's my microscope.
Q4.
That's my scope view.
What just fell on the floor?
Stuff and things.
Sheet of paper. Cats. Cat fell on the floor.
That has been known to happen occasionally.
U1, Q6. Cool. I can do all the things now because it'll let me.
Will it?
No wonder that wasn't working. I didn't have the FPU in it.
FPU is not required for that thing to run. It's an SE or an SE30.
SE30.
Yeah, FPU is not required in order for the machine to boot up. Trust me. Now, if it's in there incorrectly, like
it will get
quite fully on there or something that's like partially connected, that can cause a problem. Ask me how I know.
Oh, Joe, do you have experience with this?
Maybe. I may have an entire video series on it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do too much more with this one.
Look, I just want to move this watt line down, thank you, until it's right in the middle. That's it. Just between the pins. That's what we want.
Ding,
Ding.
fries are done.
Ding, fries are done. Ding,
My evil plan has worked. Now Joe has song in head. Oh, oh, oh.
Not for long. It's already gone. That one never sticks. It's like I've said it before. We used to play this game called the suggestion game, where we just try to randomly get things stuck in other people's heads. And then now I want front copper. The cool thing about this is it will not let you route it wrong. That's kind of why I want to use this for a larger board, because of that. Like if I'm doing one small little board and I screw something up, and I do like what I did last week, and like send the design off to the PCB house, and it's like wrong. Oh, like I lost $20. It's like not the end of the world. But this would be like, oh, you lost $80, and it's like, this prevents Joe from being a dumb. Well, makes Joe being a dumb less likely. So that's got all its pins.
Yeah, but your routing there is going pretty good. I mean, that is very nice work there.
Thank you.
But you see, you've got experience building these, so and that board is pretty big, right? I mean, you've got the whole
world in my hand, a whole wide world in my hand.
Well, that board is big, and you're not even using that much of it.
Yeah, I know. Because it's a massive chip reduction.
Yeah, so you have a lot of room. You have a lot of room to place things nicely.
Yeah. What sucks is this chip right here. I can't get it anymore. So I'm designing this around a chip I can't get.
Oh, jeez. That's like on that 8 megabit ROM that I made. That I mean, that card is small. I mean, it's something this size. and it's got chips on it that are actually bigger than this, but and to
Disconnect.
route
Oh, that all the way.
traces for 8 chips on a board this small. And my RAM chips are even smaller, and those have now gone to an actually 4-layer.
Yeah.
Mm, 45 degrees for everything, no actually right angles.
Nope. Electrons fly off the end.
Just like the flat Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know the Earth is not flat because the cats would have knocked everything off if it was.
Yeah. I've not
All
heard that.
flat earthers
That's a
are
good one.
wrong. It has been proven.
That's hilarious.
Let's grab it. You go all the way up there. I have a feeling this probably wants to be over here. Sure. I think this wants to live right here. I think that'll work better. So we need Cassini. Because it wants to be in 3 places. Doesn't it go on here? Is that Cassini? No, that's back Cassini. That's this one. Yeah, so we probably want to do.
Well, that's a shame.
Probably going to do that on the front layer.
Don't remember what that was from.
Why are you right angling? Because you're dumb? What is this bullshit? Sure, approximately. It's going to be like the ugliest board on earth by the time I'm done.
It is great so far.
You're not here designing it. No. Like, why would you do that? Thank you. Great. Nice angle right like that. Sweet. That's done.
Hey, Will,
Uh-huh.
the capacitors for these memory cards,
What is
were they 0.1 UF 50 volt?
Yeah, it's an inverter.
Yeah, those can work.
I got 800 of them. I can't remember what I ordered them for. And I was like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
it
were
can-
for
it
the
can
memory
work for-
chips, but I don't remember.
It can work for them.
I'm going to write that on this bag so I don't forget. I'm like, what did I order these for?
0.1 UF is actually 100 nanofarad. So yeah, I mean you use those a lot on the SMDs.
I'm going to write Will's memory boards.
Or any of them. I mean, really.
Yeah, but that'll
you can
remind
use
me.
it for a lot of things. I mean, I'm using them for the memory boards. I'm using them for the ROM.
Well, they were still, like, I ripped the bag open when I bought it, but they were still inside, and I'm trying to clean
Yeah.
stuff up, and I'm like, what in the world did I get these for? That's why.
Yeah, you can use those.
Okay. Myself a note.
So, but folks, listen. And for me, it's 9 o'clock here, and I still got to do some things before I crash and finish some
Well,
things
thanks for
out.
streaming, Will.
So
I hope
I'm
you
gonna
have a
end
good
the
trip.
stream. I'm gonna end it up, and
Okay.
thank you for being here, and for my last stream for the next 2 weeks. I will be watching y'all. I mean, when I can at actually nighttime when I'm sitting in the apartment, and because we rented a 2-bedroom apartment down there for the 2 weeks, so
Oh, nice.
instead of an actually hotel. So, and the nice thing is that it is on the property that my family used to own, that my father's side of the family owned, and they sold that back in the 90s. And now it's a whole actually country club a
Oh,
country club, golf, actually resort and community houses, hotels, condos, all that is in there now. So anyway, we're staying there on the same property that my family I actually owned at one time. So anyway,
That's pretty cool.
but at that time it wasn't anything fancy. It was just an actually plantation home, plantation property. So anyway, thank you y'all for joining, Jason, Frodo, Joe. Thank you for actually stopping in. All the other ones that have watched and that are there in the chat, thank you too. And oh boy, O'Brien is showing up.
Chief
All right.
O'Brien. Chief O'Brien says, "You got any potatoes?"
So we cannot forget about him. So anyway, all the best to everyone. Have a good night, and I'll watch you all in the chats over the next 2 weeks, and I'll be back soon.
All right, have a good night.
Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Yep,
see you
have a good
guys.
one.
Bye. Have a good vacation.